The city of Baltimore is home to some of the most prestigious hospitals in the world, like Johns Hopkins Medicine and the University of Maryland Medical Center. There exists a wealth of renowned medical care in and around the city that attracts patients from across the nation and the world. Yet there exists a side of Baltimore that isn't often seen and thought of. There are those in the impoverished and underserved communities of West Baltimore that consistently struggle to access quality health care. This problem has existed for decades and has only been made worse over time by events such as redlining and the opioid crisis. Many interventions have been tried in the past, but they are fragmented, short-term patches. Today, social determinants continue to define and shape health outcomes in the community. To truly solve the problem, we must first understand the issues, not just intellectually, but from the ground level. Let's hear about them firsthand from Diablo Flames, a Baltimore rapper who is also a resident of Druid Heights in West Baltimore.
Well, we got a lot of heroin addicts around here. There's a lot of them walking around with open wounds, a lot of them with infections, a lot of them walking around with blood clots and all that stuff that's going around in their body without knowing what's going on from old injuries of not taking care of that. Like I told you, a lot of people try to take care of their own injuries. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them not interested in going on anything unless they got to drag their leg in or over their shoulder, pulling their leg to work or something. You know, on the street pharmacists and handling their own problems with their heroin and the morphine and the fentanyl. So they already getting their own medication that the doctors have at the hospital on the streets. But that still has to come to a certain point that certain injuries has to go to. You can't get shot in the head and fix that with some morphine. And after a while, you're gonna have to go anyway. But the ones who don't know is the ones who actually would get the help, because they wouldn't have the food stamps, they wouldn't have the Section 8, they wouldn't have none of those things that they are qualified for. That's what and that make a lot of people more intelligent about what to do, because the more people you help, the people you help, you're able to help other people, because now they educated and they can refer them to people like y'all. All you do is call, they'll do anything for you, just call, you know what I'm saying?
With the many needs and wants of the community in mind, we established a goal to improve community understanding, use of, and access to healthcare and social services one neighborhood at a time. To that end, we created our startup, Be More Accessible, with its pilot run in the Druid Heights neighborhood. Be More Accessible is a new and innovative organization that works with and within the community to identify and continuously assess evolving needs and wants, to deliver information and increase awareness within the community, to connect the various fragmented healthcare and social services, and to build two-way bridges between the community and those services. Past interventions, such as mobile health clinics and prevention programs, suffered from limited, short-term impact and a lack of community awareness. Be More Accessible positions itself as an intermediary that partners with existing initiatives and services, combining investment of resources from all partners. This way, we will reach and connect with Baltimore community members, health organizations, social work entities, clinical professionals, other community organizations, and the City of Baltimore itself. While establishing our brand, we hope to build access channels, create motivation, change attitudes, and provide emergency and urgent care services. Activities within the community, such as coaching, information sessions, and helping residents sign up for aid programs and social services, can go a long way towards improving the health and well-being of many within the neighborhood. Long term, we hope to impact health literacy, fight the opioid epidemic, and improve health indicators for all of Baltimore. But first, let's take a quick look at Druid Heights. Keeping in mind the customer segments we established, our business model focuses on delivering our value propositions of knowledge, access, and understanding. Through several channels, we seek to discover pain points within the community and provide solutions along with our partners. Customer relationships will be built through frequent, active interactions and operations. Be More Accessible's key activities include establishing partnerships and creating the proper avenues of access to our customers. Key resources include both personnel, such as healthcare professionals, material supplies, and technology goods like IT and mobile app tools. Our key partners will eventually involve healthcare entities like Johns Hopkins Medicine, other NGOs, insurance companies, and municipal, state, and federal level institutions. Costs are involved in acquiring key resources as well as spending on marketing, outreach, administrative overheads, salaries, and networking. For funding, Be More Accessible will rely mainly on grants, fundraising, and donations from the community and investors. Working with our partners, our organization may also look to gain some revenue from fee-for-service models or capitated payments. As a nonprofit, all profits beyond operating costs will be reinvested back into improving Baltimore's community health.
Be More Accessible is designed with an organizational structure divided by function. As a nonprofit, the top of the organizational hierarchy will be the board of directors and various committees involving the board. We hope to fill these committees with influential Baltimore professionals and residents who will serve as consultants to our management on a pro bono basis. These committees will then advise the president on his or her management decisions. Said president will oversee vice presidents that lead different departments divided by their function. The remainder of the organization will be made up of a mix of salaried staff and volunteer positions. Our goal with this setup is to create opportunities for both employment and community involvement.
The success of an ambitious program relies on the measurement of key performance indicators to effectively and accurately reflect favorable and unfavorable parts of program execution. We designed different types of key performance indicators that directly relate to short-term and long-term goals and the key resources and activities for our business model. Monthly KPIs include checking new users of information sessions and IT tools and the number of new enrollees in community healthcare services. Other KPIs involve the number of newly enrolled healthcare professionals, new partnerships with healthcare organizations and social services, and any newly developed information technology tools or information measures. Based on these KPIs, a performance measurement team will set up targeted metrics, collect and maintain data, and analyze the monthly outcomes. Along with financial reports, this analysis will be used to reassess short and midterm goals. Long-term, an evaluation system based on feedback from quarterly performance will be used to adjust our strategy.
With the success of Be More Accessible, we hope to revitalize the residents of the community and rebuild that trust in the city of Baltimore and the healthcare system. By building bridges within a fragmented system, Be More Accessible has the potential to be the catalyst for the future changes, big and small. For now, we are focused on making healthcare more accessible, one neighborhood at a time.